one job. That's it. One job. The easiest position in football. The kicker has one job. Kick field goals. You get to practice all week. You don't have to practice a specific play. You don't have to practice anything special besides kicking a football between two posts. It's not that hard. You have one job. And last week was one of the worst weeks ever for NFL kickers. Hey guys, welcome to Ty's Touchdown TV. We're going to talk about last week's kicker mayhem that went on, and we're just going to go through the games that were changed dramatically by these kickers. These weren't just kicks that didn't matter, first, these were very important kicks, and it was ugly. It was fun to watch, though, and hey, it gives us something to talk about. So let's get right into it. We'll just start off with that Green Bay and Minnesota game. That game was a really good game. Minnesota was down by 10 at one point, and they were able to come back and tie it, and Rodgers drives the ball down the field, gets Crosby into the game-winning territory, about 52-yard field goal, so it's not a give me, but again, you have one job. If they were in practice, they could make 20 of those in a row, and they can, because it's not that hard. Remember, it's just one play, just kicking, and he misses it. You can give him a break, but still, it was a game winner for Crosby, would have won the game for the Packers in overtime, and he ends up missing it. You go into overtime in that game, and you have Minnesota is able to get into the game-winning field position twice, and their kicker Carlson misses one field goal with about 7 minutes to go, which would have won the game. Okay, they're stressed, but again, you're a kicker. You're meant to be able to handle the pressure. He misses one game-winning field goal with about 7 minutes left in overtime. And then, again, no one can score. You get down to the last minute. Minnesota's able to drive it down the field. You got 5 seconds left on the clock, and it's only a 38-yard field goal. I mean, this is close to a chip shot. And he's there to kick the game-winning field goal again, and he hooks it wide right. It wasn't even close. Hooks it wide right, ends in a tie, 2 ties in 2 weeks, and the problem is when a kicker misses one field goal, they know they shouldn't have, it eats at them, because earlier in that game, he missed a field goal that didn't matter too much, and once you miss one, you're now second-guessing yourself, and he did it to an extreme, and he got cut for it, if you can't do your job, you get fired, and that's what happened to Carlson. The Vikings are now signing Dan Bailey, which is a great signing. I mean, who wouldn't want him, especially when your kicker had been struggling that badly? So now we move on. You move on to the Browns. Their kicker situation, again, is horrible. Zane Gonzalez, 2 for 4 in his field goals, 0 for 2 in his extra points. He took off 8 points. 8 points from his team. Just because he missed all those field goals. 2 field goals for 6, 2 extra points. 8 total points he took away from the Browns. And if you think about something, if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for Zane Gonzalez missing those game-winning field goals, let this sink in. The Browns would be 2-0. When you really think about that, the Browns being 2-0, is that possible? Apparently not, because even though they had chances to win, they're still the Browns. They just can't do it. I mean, so many opportunities. It is fun to see the Browns actually put up a fight in these games, I think the Browns, they're finally digging themselves out, but it's his fault again. He has one job, and he's blown his job twice. Yes, week 1, his game-winning field goal was blocked, but still, you know, he has one job to win the game for his team just by kicking a field goal, doesn't get it. And then you go down, these weren't as important, but still, Chris Boswell for Steeler misses a field goal and an extra point, which took away 4 points, and the Steelers did lose by 5 points, but, you know, having 4 points on the board, it's a 1-point game, things could have changed. Again, you had one job. Elliott, he missed a field goal for the Eagles, would have made it a 3-point game instead of a 6-point game. Again, things could have happened differently if he would have made that. Gostkowski, a horrible miss from 50-plus yards out. He didn't even hit the net, which, you know, when you don't hit the net, you missed it bad. Like, the net really is kind of the, you know, kind of decides whether it was just a close miss or you didn't have a chance with it. And the crazy thing is, with how everything went this week, somehow Brandon McManus for the Broncos kicked the game-winning field goal when they were down 19-17, and they drove downfield. The Broncos kicked the game-winning field goal, which, the way the week was going, I think everyone was shocked by this. I sure was. It was a bad week for kickers, but at least Brandon McManus did his job. Good job, Brandon McManus. You know, you deserve a trophy, actually, for doing your job. You have one job, kickers, and let's impress the world this week. Let's impress everyone this week and show that you can do your job. It was a bad week for kickers. It was interesting to watch, but the crazy thing about this week were the kicks were so important. So important. Game-winning kicks that they missed. So, pretty crazy though. It was still a very good week, and definitely. But hopefully the kickers, they have a better week come week 3. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for us today. Thank you for watching this, and my predictions will be posted as well. Go please and check them out too. And don't forget, please like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your week, and enjoy the game tonight. It's going to be the Browns playing tonight, and hopefully they can make their field goals and maybe get their first win in a long time. Hope to see that happen tonight. Alright guys, we're signing out for now. We will talk to you later come week 4.